The things I have learned about jewelry over time, number one is there's an awful lot of jewelry that is really just fashionable, but there is, like in all the other arts, there are things that are kind of masterpieces. It takes a lot of skill and artistry to take these things out of the earth that are rough-hewn and somehow cut and polish and turn them into beautifully decorated necklaces and earrings and rings and green peppers that you hang as a pendant. I was in Taipei with my colleague Arnold Chang, and we were going to the home of a client, and he was there to look at his Chinese painting collection. And we went into this unimposing, nice little house, and I think it was the afternoon light was very soft, and all of a sudden I was given this little piece of jadeite to look at. I must have seen it in 1985, 1986, way before there were cell phones with cameras. So I remember doing a pencil sketch of it on a pad of paper. I didn't know if I would ever see it again, and I thought that I had to do something to remind myself of what a beautiful piece of jewelry this was. Every dimple, every nuance of the shape of the pepper was there. The skin was smooth, and it had little indentations where it would. It was incredible to me that this particular stone could be carved to have just so carefully done and a little curling tendril from the stem at the top. You thought you could squeeze juice out of it when you held it. It was just extraordinary. And it wasn't just the shape, it's the stone, of course, as well. I mean, jadeite is amazing. It has this inner glow, and when you have that harmony between translucency and that wonderful rich green color, it just kind of pulses from within, and that is what this pepper did. There wasn't much discussion about selling. I didn't have to quote a price. I just registered my love for this object, which I thought would go as close to anything as convincing him that we were the people to handle its sale. I was delighted several years later when the daughters of the owner called and said that they now were ready to sell the pepper. It had been entrusted to them by their father, and he had said that I was the person to call. I ended up with an estimate of $250,000 to $350,000, which was in 1988 pretty hefty. And it sold for just under $1 million US. So that was a good price for it. Do I expect to see this pepper again? It is possible. I have been at Sotheby's long enough time now where I am seeing the second coming of certain pieces. But I don't know, I think with the really great ones, I can't imagine the second time around being better than the first time.